Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless. With me is Artosis.
I thought we were Korean for a moment.
I know. I didn't know the three of us. We can't be in our con if there's three commentators. We just saw MC make it through the groups. Now we got to see who's going to do it between Jinro and Choya Foyu.
Also, thank you to our sponsor. Just came up on the screen really big. Incheon, Metropolitan City.
Thank you
so much. That's where the finals
and
are going to be.
Sony Ericsson.
Yeah. And Pepsi.
And Pepsi.
Gatorade's delicious, Tasteless.
You should probably get some
I
of those
actually like
electrolytes.
Gatorade more than Powerade.
That's true. It's good. I like them because they sponsor us.
You don't need Michael Jordan, man. I'm like, you got our
Get our
toast like
here,
drinking the Gatorade.
It's good advertising.
There you go.
So thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it. If you're just now joining us, I am still sick. I've been sick forever. But I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. We don't have any casts tomorrow.
Time to forget about all that, though, Tasteless, because we have
about me.
Liquid Jinro is playing, and I am getting so pumped, man. He has a lot of fans in Korea right now.
Yeah.
He's doing better than any foreigner
Koreans
has.
and non-Koreans.
Yeah. If he wins this, it's a big, big deal. We have not had a foreigner get very far in a Korean StarCraft tournament of any type. I mean, the furthest we've seen anyone get was round of 16. He's round of 8 already. Can he get a round of 4? Round of 4, man. Round of 8 is legit.
That's so big.
Round of 4 is
Final
legit,
four.
legit.
Considering we had thousands of people starting out, you get down to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Cannot wait. I wanted to just start, but I guess we're going to have to look at our players first.
We got to talk about him first, Artosis, unfortunately.
We have a lot of OGS guys filing in here to watch.
Let's zoom in on our players now.
There he is. He's got the beanie on. He's going to Jinro his opponent, hopefully. It is Team Liquid.net's very own Jonathan Walsh, a.k.a. Liquid Jinro, the best foreign player. I think no one can actually argue it. He won the MLG National Championships. Here he is, Code S, on his first time in the GSL.
Yeah.
And he's in the round of 8, in fact. So far in, he's going up against Choya Foyu, who's played a lot of cheesy games, but also some other good ones.
Took out 2 primes and I am MVP.
I know, you took out some very good players, no question about that. But we have seen a lot of cheese out of him. His style has been much more solved so far than has Jinro's. So I think Jinro is going to look back at those MVP games and be like, okay, I'm going to prepare for all this and see if I can't take you out. So we will see on that. I'm pretty excited about this because Choya sometimes shows us some pretty cool stuff.
Oh, he's got some good strats. Choya, the guy
He's got some bad ones. He's got some good ones.
He's the guy that talks to himself in the booth when he's playing.
Yeah.
To keep himself calm.
Steps of War, Zelnaga Caverns, Metalopolis, Delta Quadrant, Blistering Sands. Interesting map pool. I'm excited to see this. Jinro looks so calm. Choya has a heating pad.
He's ready to play some hacky sack.
Yeah.
Actually, that heating pad is to keep his hands warm. You do have to have warm hands when playing StarCraft, StarCraft 2.
That's right. I think is that like an icy hot pad that he has on his wrist on top of it?
I believe so.
Ooh, Gorilla Terran fighting.
Gorilla Terran, all right.
I don't know why they call him Gorilla Terran unless they think he looks like a gorilla, which I think is the
with
joke.
With a jawline.
Because his play has nothing to do with a gorilla.
No.
A gorilla is like just making a bunch of marauders and going at your opponent like most of these other bad Terrans. But Jinro is like a StarCraft 1 pro Terran. He's actually just playing the game beautifully.
Well, he's like one of those genius apes that like knows sign language and stuff. That can solve puzzles fast.
Has a kitten and plays with it.
That's right. Sophisticated gorilla. Yeah. Jinro.
Gorilla that understands what death is and gets depressed.
That's right.
That was so funny.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. No, I made it up right now. What are you talking about?
Oh, God. The video's so funny.
Yeah, it is.
They teach a monkey that it's going to die someday. The Onion's so funny.
It is.
So, Jinro has got pretty solid play style. He didn't do a lot of all-ins.
No,
don't think he
none.
did any, actually.
Yeah, no, he's just being solid. He took out Next Drug, who I assure you is a very good Zerg player. He took out We Made Fox's Moon, the 5th race from Warcraft 3, owned him up, and then took out Pulp Prime 2-0, totally destroyed him. This guy, he's a killer. He's not had an easy route here.
No
doubt about that. So it's about time to start, Tasteless.
Countdown's begun. Let's go. I'm here in the red on our 101 map from the site teamliquid.net, the Great White Hope. He is.
You kid Jinro.
I'm getting wiggly.
Very exciting moment here in the blue. A very unique style coming from this guy. Member of the team Foyu. They call him
Choya for you.
Choya fo who? Fo you, tasteless.
There he is talking to himself again.
Yeah. Always mutters to himself. He keeps his nerves down. Was a Starcraft 1 pro gamer on CJ Entis. Did not have a great career. Left actually a couple years ago from CJ. Now one of the best Starcraft 2 players in the world.
Yeah. Talking to yourself, actually speaking out loud to yourself when you play can be quite helpful.
Yeah.
Just going over what you're trying to do.
Now Jinro making a cool little wall-in area just in case of any proxy gates. He knows what Choya is capable of.
Yeah, this is a neat little wall in here. You can sync this later on. Optimize your movement of the workers.
Oh, I am so excited. I cannot
I'm a little
wait for them
nervous
to
for
get
Jinro.
up. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he's a friend of ours too, so
it's a really nice guy.
the map is Steps of War. Very tough map to play on. So close together. If one thing goes wrong, it usually snowballs out of control.
True that. Getting gassed right now is Jinro. Very interesting by Choya. Does not want to see any, this might lead us to believe what Choya's going to do. He might do something that's very weak to Banshees. It's a good reason to steal that gas.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised at all if that is the case here. Which would be, of course, anything that's not robotics tech. So we could see Templar tech, we could see Stargate. You never know.
Meanwhile, Jinro proxies a factory.
Yeah, it's going to be for scouting.
Yeah. Smart too.
Of course, there is the possibility he'll proxy a starport as well and use that factory to make the tech lab, but much less likely. Don't really see that all too often.
That is a good point, though, Artosis.
Sometimes having your Banshees proxy makes all the difference. So Choya, right now, getting Warp Gate. Pumping out his Stalkers. And also looking
Bunker
all over the place.
at the ramp. Yeah, Choya's checking everywhere.
Yeah. Has he even a probe up? Wrong side, though, probe. Ah!
I'm up here.
All right, and we do have from Jinro. Starport is going up, as is the reactor on his barracks.
This SCB will get away.
I'm super duper excited to see what Jinro's strategy is actually going to be here. He does get that sinking gas reasonably quickly. And the factory's going to go and see what his opponent's doing. You know what I bet Jinro's strategy is?
What?
To scout his opponent and counter it. Because Jinro likes to play StarCraft the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah. That's always a sign of a good Starcraft player.
Indeed it is.
Triple gate here.
Yeah. Gets a lot of good information. Sees a couple stalkers. He's going to see a sentry pop out perhaps.
Jinro has this bunker. He's playing it safe.
Yep. Very, very safe. A tech lab going up on that starport, as well as the second barracks. We may see him go for a Raven.
Or Banshee, too. But Raven would be pretty good.
I would love to see... well, actually, after scouting this, he sees no robotics. He definitely could go for Cloaked Banshee.
Actually, that's a very good point.
But also, a Raven would just be like, oh, look at this. Jinro may do some sort of attacking. In fact, he is getting the Raven. But also, it's going to give him detection, so it's a very solid build. Sees that expansion. I think we're going to see a timing rush here from Jinro. He's going to want to get Stim up. He's going to want to make this Raven, of course, and put out a point defense drone and just hit with Marines, probably a few Marauders mixed in there, and point defense drone. In fact, he is throwing up another barracks in a singular, I swear. Watch.
Here it is. Is Artosis right?
Of course I'm right, Tasteless. I'm Artosis.
There
it is. Of course. All right.
Why are you so good, Artosis?
Oh, I wish I was so good. I'd be in a top 8 like Jinro.
Robo on the way. And a Stargate.
This is actually so awesome, Tasteless, because Jinro, I do not believe, was like, all right, I'm just going to all-in him with this build. I mean, yeah, there's a possibility there, but this guy loves to scout, see what his opponent is doing, and actually counter it correctly.
The best kind of StarCraft player is a reactionary player.
Yeah,
hands down.
Absolutely. That's, in theory and in practice, that will be at the top, reactionary players, after the game is more figured out. And that is what Jinro has been trying to do since the beginning. That's why it was not very successful at the beginning, was because he was actually trying to become one of these reactionary, solid macro players. Now, we do see that Banshees are being made as well. Those are just going to help because they're great. I mean, when you have a point defense thrown out, Stalkers don't hit anything. So the Banshee just kind of does what it wants. And, in fact, he's going to go out and harass with the Banshee already. That may force a few more Stalkers. And
that's smart. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, and then the point defense drone is even better. Oh, I'm so excited. Stim is almost done. Combat Shields is on the way. Bunch of Marauders still being made, as are Marines. What's going to happen here is Jinro's going to hit his timing. He's going to hit the amount of units that he's like, okay, this amount of units is going to completely own you, Mr. Choya Foyu.
Phoenix.
Oops. Goodbye, Banshee.
Phoenix is such good anti-air.
Certainly is.
He's going to move out, I believe.
It's about time, Tasteless. We're almost there. It's almost time. And this is a very Stalker-heavy army. Choya needs to be in the middle of the map. He needs to try to force a point defense drone out early. That is, I cannot overstate how important that is. The point defense drone is going to be so fearsome. In fact, a Forge going up. And he's going to hit before that Forge can do anything, so that's going to be a waste of minerals there. And here come the SCVs! Oh, this is so awesome. Jinro looking good. The only scary thing here is going to be the force fields, because his SCVs are coming along. Not all of them, though. A lot of them, but he still has a lot of SCVs mining minerals at home, as well as mules.
Here we go.
And he does use up the point defense drone right now, but with those force fields, the point defense drone is going to be taken out. So Choya Foyu, if any time he could hold this, this is the time.
Stims again.
Don't know, though. There's a lot of units back here.
Yeah, I think Jinro has it. Unless I'm mistaken.
We'll see momentarily.
No, I think he actually just has it. He's just going to stim and go in there and kill him.
And there we go. Jinro rolling over the army. Choya Foyu GGing.
Wow.
Jinro takes game one. You know, he really, that was all in Jinro's scouting. He scouts.
Yep.
Excuse me, he sees what his opponent is doing, and then he counters it.
Yep.
That's how you play StarCraft, folks.
You can see Choya Foyu probably not feeling that good from that previous game. He did a safer opening, I think what we consider more standard, and it didn't work. I mean, he had enough force fields, but I don't know, was not enough.
Was not enough.
He
He
should
just
have
didn't
had so
have the
many
units.
stalkers.
The force fields delayed the inevitable.
Yep.
Jinro really just crazily countered the build after scouting it. Whether that was his plan the entire time, we don't know for sure, but certainly it countered what we saw from Choya. Very good timing by Jinro. I'm so proud of this nerd Tasteless.
I know, I want him to win. The next map
up 1-0, so.
is going to be Xel'Naga Caverns.
Yep.
Great map.
And this map actually can be very good for Terran against Protoss. When you get an planetary fortress at the gold base, Protoss has a pretty hard time engaging that.
That's very true.
It kind of holds that middle area for you, and if they attack in from the wide angle, your Marauders are just in this funny arc that the Colossus are just like, well, I'm hitting like 2 of you. It's like, bzz, bzz, nope. Nope. So we got to feel good about Jinro here. I would not be surprised at all to see some sort of rush tactic from Choya Foyu.
Maybe more
Jinro.
aggressive play this time around.
I definitely think we'll see it on this map.
Choya has the ability to do it. He is a talented player. He is an aggressive player. He has done all-ins.
Certainly. He has
We'll see.
quite a bit.
Yep.
Well, we'll see momentarily here, Tasteless.
Okay, waiting for the countdown to begin.
I am so excited.
Getting wiggly.
Go, Jinro.
Oh, countdown started. Will Jinro 2-0 this, or will we go 1-1? Let's find out here on the map Xel'Naga Caverns.